Hello, my name is Steve. I'm going to talk to you about visual communication. So you want people to take notice of the things that you think are important. But how do you stand out in such a busy world? If you had made this little mouse and you would like to sell this little mouse, you need to take a photo of it, probably several photos of it. And you need people to be interested in it in order for them to buy it. If you show this to someone in real life, they'll be able to pick it up, look at it, hold it, feel it. They're not losing any detail. But even in this video, you guys are losing detail. Now in this lighting, this mouse doesn't look too bad. If I get a little bit of starburst, is it called, or light bokeh coming through there, it even makes it look even better. But if I go into the garage where it's a bit darker and there's a lot less natural light, maybe come into the corner here, and this little mouse is not looking as good. If I put him against this gray mattress here, he doesn't look very good at all. So now I don't think anybody would want to buy him. And you can see if we put him really in a bad corner there and take a photo like that, never going to work. So what we want to try and do is bring people's attention to the product, and without having to buy a whole lot of fancy photographic equipment. First thing is to use natural light if you can, because as you can see how much better this looks because of some sunlight in the background. You don't want direct sunlight, okay? Direct light is going to give you harsh, can you see that? Harsh lighting, harsh shadows. It's going to make, it's not going to make you look your best, and it's not going to make your little objects look its best either. What we need is diffuse light, so light that's bouncing off things, and so there's no particular angle of light and no shadows. Okay, so if we stand over here, now that's pretty good lighting, and the problem here is we've got all this busyness happening in the background, and that's all distracting us from our subject. So when I put this little guy on a white table, it doesn't look too bad, but there's still things in the way that are distracting us. We've got this line running here, and we've got something in the background over there, and we've got some grass over there, and we've got this bird cage. Whereas if we get just white and we get rid of those highlights that are happening over there, then already that's a lot better. Okay, but although that's white, you can see there's so much texture, it actually doesn't look good. So let me show you what one of the things you can do is, if you have a very small object, you can simply get a piece of paper, and what this curve does is it hides the angle. Okay, so now if I come right in close like that, and I put my wedding ring over there, and I take a photo of that. Now what I can do is boost up the exposure to get rid of and make the background invisible. He's not really going to work. You know, if I really wanted to try and make it work, maybe I could. I might use a few pages, maybe a bigger piece. I'm going to have these lines, it's not going to be perfect. But it could be better than nothing. So if I just boost that up a bit, we're nearly there. We've got this little line here, which you could actually Photoshop later if you know how to use Photoshop. But that could be not a bad option. See the shadow here, you actually don't really want shadow, so you want to try and get the angle of light so that you minimize your shadows. Okay, so there's my sheet. What I try to do is just get rid of any major creases, and then I've positioned my mouse somewhere over there. So now you can see the whole background is white. And now if we just increase the exposure until the background almost fades away, you can get the idea. So that looks like it could fit right on a website.